A stretch of Hampton he had driven thousands of times, always felt safe, like home almost. It was different on his way home from the hospital.
When I realized we were going down Hampton, I closed my eyes as tight as I could and tried to think of my kids.
Just 10 hours earlier, he had been safe here, sitting at a street light on the phone with his dad in Omaha, Nebraska. A car sped down Hampton, pulled up next to him, its rear passenger window lined up with Lake's driver's side mirror.
When I looked back over at him, I saw him coming up with the extended magazine, pointing his hand like this, and I just surrendered. I heard my dad go, "What?" And I saw the muzzle flash, the glass break, and then the impact. And it's like getting hit with a baseball bat at 100 miles an hour. I truly believe I had a guardian angel.
Fellow officers did not wait on an ambulance. They rushed him to a hospital after finding him slumped in his vehicle, bleeding profusely. In his mind, Lake had been trying to figure out how to chase down 19-year-old shooter George P. Bush and also radioing a description to warn his fellow officers. But somewhere on that trip to the hospital, the life and death of it hit him. He confided in friend and fellow officer Kevin Roberts.
And I said, "Kevin, you got to tell my wife how much I love her. And you got to take care of my kids. You got to promise me that you'll take care of my wife and you will take care of my kids."
Things looked awful when his wife arrived. He joked he was no longer as handsome as he used to be. And then he remembered.
"You were talking to your dad." And he goes, "Thank God you're okay." And I said, "Dad, I'll be fine. But I just want you to come here and be with me." And he says, "Okay, I'll be there. I'm coming."
And his parents were there when hundreds filled the streets of his neighborhood for a peace vigil the night after the shooting, stretching a blue ribbon from his church to the shooting scene about a mile away. Lake says the peace vigil kick-started his healing, along with his wife and 3 children. Milana and Nicholas handled it best, and then there was 5-year-old Henry, his youngest.
And he walks over and he says, "Dad, you're too scary looking, so can I just kiss your hand?" So he's holding my hand and he's kissing my hand constantly.
Bolstered by those magic kisses and all those prayers, Lake attended the traditional Guns N' Hoses boxing matches to benefit the families of police and firefighters killed in the line of duty. His survival, he says, honors them.
We're not paying them enough money to do the job that they're doing, that we can't find funds to keep them competitive so that they can raise a family. Maybe I'm here as their voice. Maybe that's my job.
And maybe, coming from him, calls for an end to violence will ring more true. The young man who tried to kill him was shot and killed by police after shooting at officers yet again.
Am I happy that he's gone? I think a little bit me is, because it gives my family some closure. But part of me wants to have a conversation with him to find out why.